Alrighty, folks, this is our last topic in Unit 1, and it's not really a Unit 1 topic as such. So we're into installment number 122 here, and I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. We're talking about reasoning in puzzles and games. One of the outcomes in this course that we're supposed to achieve is that we're supposed to be able to apply what we learn to get strategies to solve puzzles and games. And you can use that, or we can use puzzles and games to help us learn and understand pretty much any topic in this course. However, since we had to address it somewhere in this course, I thought it best to put it right here in with the stuff about reasoning and logic. I thought it fit best. Okay, so we're going to talk about reasoning through a puzzle and then reasoning through a game. Okay, so most of what we do for these kinds of things are going to be deductive reasoning. So let's take a look. This is a good puzzle, one of my favorites. You're given 9 pearls, and one of them is a fake. Okay. So we can use this scale, which is what we call an equal arm balance, and I think we all know how one of those works. We can use it twice to determine the fake. So how can you do this given that the fake is slightly lighter than the real pearls? Now when we do this, we're not allowed to like put so many things on the scale and then just take one off. If you do that, that's already having used it twice. And not only that, you can't just get lucky and find the light one. You have to prove that you can do this. So let's see what we can do. We've got 9 pearls here. Well, there's a couple of different strategies, and I've done this with students several times, and sometimes they say, well, I'll take 4 here and 4 there. And then what they do is they put 4 on either side of the equal arm balance. And I say, okay, so tell me what the possibilities are. They say, well, if the one that we left out is a fake, then the equal arm balance will balance and we'll be done. And I say, yes, that's absolutely true. But what if the fake isn't left out? It's one of the others. They said, okay, so that'll tip the scale. Okay, so if you do that, you'll be down to 4. Okay, so if you're down to 4, put 2 on one side and 2 on the other. And it's definitely not going to balance. But all you'll know is that the lighter side, one of those will be the fake, but you've already used the scale twice and you're done. Oof, that hurts, doesn't it? So that strategy doesn't work. You have to try and devise a different strategy. And let me let you in on a secret of how the winning strategy works. What you have to do is subdivide your group into 3 groups of pearls like this. And then you weigh 3 at a time. So you've got 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, and 3 left over. Okay, now, whatever happens here, you're going to narrow your choices down to 3 options. If it balances, it's one of these 3. If it doesn't balance, it's one of the 3 on the side that goes up, the lighter side. Okay, good. Now, if that's the case, we've got it down to 3, and we can use the scale one more time. So if I have 3 left, I'll put 1 on either side and hold 1 out. If it balances, I know which pearl it is. If it doesn't balance, I will know which pearl it is. It's the lighter one. Okay, so there's the secret, how you do that. Subdivide in groups of 3. Fun logic. Okay, this is a good one. In the game of Pong Hockey, which to me sounds a little bit like pond hockey, but the game board is made up of 5 circles joined by 7 lines. Okay, so we've got 3 copies of the game board on this page here. Okay, each player has 2 stones designated by color. So there's 2 red stones and 2 blue stones. Okay, on a given turn, a player must slide one of their stones, and you got to go along the lines, into an empty circle, creating a different empty circle. Okay? Okay. So when we do that, the game is won. Oh, then it becomes the other person's turn, and they have to do the same thing, etc. But the game is won when it is someone's. If you can win the game, if it's the other guy's turn or the other person's turn, and they can't move. So they have to be completely blocked where they can't move one of their stones. So the question says, sketch 2 winning situations. All right, so we have to sketch 2 winning situations. So in other words, we have to figure out 2 sort of alignments of the 4 stones where one of either the red or the blue would be completely blocked and wouldn't have a move. Okay, so let's see if we can come up with something like that. So let's see. Let's say we want to block someone off so that they can't move. Well, right now, if you look at where the red is, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different paths that connect to red, and it's got 3 paths that connect it into the center, into the blank one. Okay. Where do we want to put it so that all the paths could be blocked? Okay. Where do we want to put our stones so that all the paths would be blocked? Okay. So basically, I don't think the 2 bottom ones are going to be helpful because we've got so many connections. We can go up, up, or to the middle, right? We've got lots of options from both of them. I don't think the 2 top ones are going to be any good for the same reason. We can go down, down, or to the middle. And in the middle one, I've got lots of places to go. I can get anywhere. So wherever the middle, wherever the blank one is, it doesn't matter. If I have the stone in the middle, I'm always safe. So it's got to be 2 of the side ones. So let's say we want red to be blocked in. So let's put a red one here and a red one here. Okay, so where are we going to put the 2 blue ones so that it blocks the red one? Well, then it just becomes a matter of elimination. You want them to be close to that to block them. So we want to block that middle one out. So we put a blue one here. And then the only other place red could go would be over here, and that would block the red. Okay? And now we have to try and sketch another possibility. Well, there is only one other possibility. It's the same thing, just on the opposite side of the game board. So if we put the 2 red ones here, and if we blocked it out with the blue ones, then we'd have to block it here and here. And those are the only 2 winning possibilities. It's coming up with them. That's the fun part. So try it with some friends. All right. So lots of different strategies we can use to solve puzzles and games. We can just guess answers and check them. Look for patterns, systematic lists, sketches, models, process of elimination, specializing and generalizing, working backwards from the solution toward the beginning. Lots of fun. Good luck.